What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a quick little market update, what the indexes are looking like, as well as a trading update for me, as well as what stocks I'm watching for the rest of this month and heading into October of 2018. But for those of you guys that are new viewers out there, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So for those of you guys that want to learn more about that, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord group chat as well as the Facebook group, and follow me on Instagram. All the links are down below in my description box. So for those of you guys that have been paying attention to my channel, you saw that I was trading Nike yesterday, right? And Nike is one that I was watching due to the big sell-off we had on a good earnings report. So since then, guys, for those of you guys that don't recall, I got in at about $82.30 initially, added more money yesterday as we broke above the 50-day SMA. But now I took some profits off the board at the peak today at about $85.15. I pretty much caught this one pretty well. I saw some strong consolidation here at about $85.27 and made a lower high here, made another little lower high here, and then once it started to show some downwards push here, I ended up taking some profits off of the board, and I did not take all of my profits, right? Due to it still being on the uptrending pattern, right? But I just wanted to be safe due to it nearing that resistance point at about $86 that we talked about in yesterday's video. So I just took some profits there. And now if it's able to bounce here on Monday, right, and continue to push up in price, I'm going to add more shares into this position, and especially if it breaks above $86, which I'm going to set an alert on right now. So let me just create that alert. Is at or above $86. Perfect. So right now, guys, took some profits on ticker symbol NKE, and not too much movement today in terms of my stocks and the ones that I've been watching. I've just noticed a little bit of some sell-offs in some stocks, especially the ones that I was talking about in yesterday's video. But before I get into that, let's look at the major indexes for this week. So, S&P pretty much flat today, minus 50 cents. Nothing really crazy there, no movement whatsoever. The Dow Jones, guys, up about 0.89 cents, not even up $1. So the markets today, they've been really just stagnant, right? The NASDAQ down about $8, down 0.1%. So literally, guys, not much movement in terms of these major indexes. And again, for my stocks that I was watching, I've noticed not too much movement and maybe a little bit of sell-offs in most of the stocks. And, like, look at this one, guys, ticker symbol NOW. Not really any movement today. This is one that I was considering jumping back into, but we didn't really see any push today in this particular stock. We did a little bit, right, but it kind of just topped off there. It was pretty stagnant since this one big hike up this morning. It was riding around 197. Then we saw the little break back down to 195. Now we're just pushing up a little bit. So, nothing crazy in terms of ticker symbol NOW. Netflix we were watching as well, just as expected, guys. We were talking about this in one of the earlier videos this week. Netflix started to push, it pushed up to about 377, 380, and made another higher high in terms of this pattern that we were looking at here. And, I was expecting a little pullback on Netflix, which is slowly starting to do now after we saw some consolidation here. So Netflix could be a good entry for next week, right? Because, we see this 50-day SMA as well as the 180 SMA have been acting as support levels in the past. So now that this one's curling back down, we're seeing a little sell-off. It could potentially bounce here, which would give us a nice entry point for the continuation of this uptrending pattern. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of Netflix. And again, ticker symbol NOW, nothing much. Nike, I took my profits. DGAS is another one that we were watching very closely. Some decent movement today, up about 4%, but again, we're seeing some rejection here under the 50-day SMA. So not really going to put more money into this one until we see a full-on break up above about $20. That's my price target right now to add more money into DGAS. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm in this one at about $18 with a smaller position. And I always scale into my positions, slowly adding more money into them as they continue to push up in price. So that's what I'm doing with DGAS. And another one that we were talking about in yesterday's video was Shopify. We saw a little run up today in Shopify, right up to about 167. But again, this was a very quick shoot up in the beginning of the market from 163 all the way up to there. And from there, we've been pushing down in price. So, not too many good entries today in my personal opinion. And, that's why I didn't really take any more trades today other than just taking my profits on my Nike trade. And, it's all about being patient, guys. Like I said in yesterday's video, I don't take trades every single day, and today happened to be one of those days where I did not take a trade. I just took some profits on an existing position that I have, right? So nothing too crazy today in the markets, guys. And next week I'm going to be watching natural gas and DGAS very closely. We're seeing some consolidation here on natural gas, right, on this 50-day SMA. So guys, if it's able to break below here, and that's going to be very good for DGAS, but it could bounce here, and the way the pattern is looking like at this point, guys, it's trading horizontally, so we might see some days of trading between 297 up to 310 for natural gas. Like it's shown here in the past, it does this, guys, right? When it pushes up to another higher high, check this out. It trades in a particular channel pretty much every time that it does this, right? So we saw the shot. Just pretend we're looking here right now. We saw the big shoot up in the price like we did here, right? Like we did the past week. And from there, guys, once it found that resistance point, it was trading in a channel from between about $2.90 up to about $3, right? It was trading in this channel of consolidation, right? And this is where you would be able to hop in and out of DGAS and UGAS, right? And then once we saw the break below this 288 support, right? Once we saw that break below, that's when DGAS ended up running up a lot. So right now, the way I'm looking at the technical analysis for natural gas, I really do see this same pattern starting to form here, where it's trading from 308 to 310 roughly down to about 298 at that support level, right? So we could experience some fluctuation in natural gas between these 2 points, and then we'll eventually see potentially a break below this 297, a break below the 50-day SMA, and then a push back down, which would make DGAS an attractive swing trade. So just keep your eyes on this pattern that I was just talking about, guys, this channel right here that's slowly starting to form, and that's going to just dictate what we do next week with DGAS. So another one I want to talk about very quickly before I do let you guys on your way is TNDM. A lot of subscribers, a lot of people in my Instagram messages and in the Discord group chat have been telling me and asking me to do a technical analysis on TNDM. And this one, guys, is an absolutely crazy runner. We see about a couple months back, it was a $2 stock, right? It shot up all the way to $52. That's an absolute ridiculous bull run, right? And we're looking here on the 184-hour chart. We notice that this stock has ran up close to 2,000%. So that's crazy gains for about a couple of months, and you got to take this into account that if a stock's running up this much, right, there could potentially be a pullback, right? I'm not too sure about this company. I don't really know much about them, so I can't really judge on that particular manner. But, just basing off the technicals right now, no fundamental analysis, we see the stock's up 2,000%, right? So this is something that you got to keep in mind that, maybe this stock could potentially see a massive sell-off. Who really knows? But judging off the way the candlesticks and the pattern is looking like now, right? $52 was the peak here. We saw the big pullback to about $38. That was a pretty sizable correction in the stock. pretty much down about 35% in a matter of a couple of trading days there, and we've been seeing some slow slow push up in terms of the stock's price, right? It's been making some higher highs, it's been making some higher lows, and if we look a little bit closer here, so I can draw some trend lines, the stock has been pushing up in price. It popped above the EMA, popped above the 50-day SMA, but what concerns me right now with this stock, guys, and pretty much why I personally will not be trading this stock, is that sure, it is pushing up in price, right? But now we broke below the EMA and we broke below the 50-day SMA over the past couple of days. I believe this stock had like a 8 to 10% red day just a couple of days back, right? It was this day in particular, I think. $46. Yeah, see, all the way down to 42, right? So we see a strong consolidation point here at $42, guys. But again, this massive sell-off, the 8% sell-off, took the stock below the EMA, below the 50-day SMA. So for me to even consider trading this one, guys, I would like to see a push above these two indicators and, signs showing that this one's going to push up and not just downtrend from here, right? So, guys, patience is key here, and, it's going to come up to the point whether or not this stock is going to break above the EMA and the 50-day SMA, and for us to judge it from that point, right? So we're going to just put an alert here at $45 because now we notice the stock's a little bit oversold. So, if we do see some buying power, some volume, and to push the stock back up, this one could, be a decent play next week, and we're going to keep an eye on it, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pretty quick one today. If you did, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and join the Discord group chat as well as the Facebook group if you guys want to, and make sure to do your own research when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. Do not buy or sell based off of my opinion or anybody else's opinion out there, because that's not how you're going to become a self-sufficient trader / investor over time, which is our main goal here. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, found value in it. Have a great weekend. Peace.